Okay, it's the next day, and I don't think this is going to work out. I think I have failed my first assignment. My dad said we were going grocery shopping this morning, so I got up at 7:30, and imagine my surprise when I texted him and he said he was already at the store. Sir, when did grocery shopping start at 6 o'clock? I'm slightly confused. I didn't know it was a prerequisite that you had to be the first person at the grocery store to get the best deals. I'm not a shopper. I'm definitely not a grocery shopper, so maybe that's what, I'm just gonna revamp and see what he says. Okay, so I just got a text that said at 10:30, be ready. Sir, I've been ready. I'm here. I'm dressed. I'm waiting. I'm ready for the cooking masterclass. I'm ready for the cooking Super Saturday. I am ready for the look and learn. Like, I'm ready for it, but it will start at 10:30. We're gonna start cooking at 10:30. So. Okay, good morning. Again,
Hi.
I need to recant a few statements. 10:30 be ready meant 10:30 be ready so we could go grocery shopping. Not 10:30 be ready so we could start cooking. So he did not go grocery shopping without me.
Yes, I did not.
Wait, what were you going grocery shopping for?
For a job tomorrow.
Because he's a professional. So now we're headed to the grocery store.
And you do know what a grocery store is, right? It's where you buy products.
See what I mean? Yes.
Where you-
What are we going to cook today?
So we're gonna do, oh my God, American homemade apple pie. Now, homemade apple pie is not using canned apple pie filling. That's not homemade apple pie. We're talking about peeling, and my wonderful daughter here is actually gonna peel the apples, so she will have a role in this too. People are afraid of apple pies, but it's a very simple dish that's just absolutely wonderful. You can make it for your family, and it's very good. It's very good, and it's fresh. We're gonna do candied yams. We're gonna do collard greens with turkey, smoked turkey. Now that's on a little bit on the healthy side because we want to try to keep it healthy. We might, if we have time, do some macaroni and cheese and sweet potato pie. You have to have sweet potato pie. Everybody knows pumpkin pie is for who and sweet potato pie is for who? Yes, me. So we're on our way to do some shopping. One of the secrets of having a really successful Thanksgiving meal is that you use as fresh ingredients as possible and do try to do as much from scratch as possible. But you don't want to use canned yams pie filling. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about a fresh North Carolina yams, which are the best in the country. And you want to use fresh collard greens too. Fresh, and when I mean fresh, I mean not out the can, but they're freshly open, but they're freshly like on with the stalk on them. And then most of y'all get in the store and you break the stalk off so you won't have to pay for the stalk. Well, you're really supposed to pay for some of the stalk, but the stores don't mind you doing that. So we don't use fresh collard greens. We'll see you when we get to the grocery store. Okay, we're at the grocery store. We're headed for shopping. Thanksgiving time is the favorite time of year for food. Let's go in and see what we can find.
He's walking so fast.
We're here at the store.
Shouldn't we have made a shopping list?
Well, normally I would suggest that you do that, particularly for you who don't cook, or people who don't want to forget what they're getting, but I'm going to wing it without a shopping.
Right.
Okay. Let's go. Wow. Absolutely fresh apples. Galas, they make a good apple pie. Honeycrisp make better, but this is called an apple. And we're actually going to turn this apple into an apple pie. We're going to need about, say, 5 of these nice sized apples. Well, that's a big one there. Then the reason why they're shiny because they put wax on them. So when you take them and you want to use them, we're going to peel the skin off of them. So, but you want to wash them with a little warm water, vegetable wash to get that wax off of them. That's why they make them shiny like that. You want to check the apple, make sure it's not a wormhole in it or it's defective in any way. Sometimes the worms go in the back there. you're fine. But it's perfectly good to eat an apple that has a worm in it. It's no big deal. Just cut around the worm and keep eating. So now we have 5 apples. So that's good. Let's go on to next. Oh, collard greens. Notice how fresh they are. Still have a little dew on them. And this ones have been cut the stalks off a little bit. These are young collards. These are very good collards. Notice you want to check out the leaves. Every now and then you have a bug hole in them. It's no big deal on that. And you want to check and see and make sure they're nice and fresh and greens. These are going to be wonderful. Oh my God, I can't wait to eat these. Next we're going to get yams. See, they're from North Carolina. Yes, these are my favorite yams. And the reason why I like North Carolina yams, and particularly what's called when you had the first frost on the yams, is when I really like to get yams, because the first frost sort of crystallizes the sugars in the yam, so it makes them a little better. Now, you don't want to be discouraged if they have a little discoloration on the yam. That's fine when you're buying yam, but you don't want too much. That's to make a lot of work. This is a new yam. This one is a new yam. You see how nice and the color is that? That one's a little older yam. Try to get these types here. These are no problem at all, so you're going to peel that yam to eat it anyway. These are wonderful. Nice and firm. You don't want any of them that's got loose or soft skin on them, but they're very good yams. In North Carolina, if you have them, they make the best yams. New box of yams. Yes. Now, you notice, this is a new box of yams. They're beautiful, big yams. Now, we're going to make yams, candy yams with these, and also sweet potato pies with these. These are wonderful. You want to try to get the bigger yams because they're easier to peel, but the little yams are just a little harder to do. So I always try to get the bigger yams. Oh, they look wonderful. Oh, that's a little small. That's good there. Let me get one more. Let me get one more. I don't like that one. I need a bigger one. That's good. I'll get these two. Oh, this is going to be great. Wonderful. Now, I want to get some smoked turkey for the greens. And I love to use smoked turkey because this turkey is basically cooked, but it goes in as a substitute for pork. The people like to put ham hocks and all that kind of stuff in their greens. I don't do that. So I want to put this in the greens that we're going to cook. Oh, this is going to be yummy. What did I say we're going to do? We're going to do yams, we're going to do pies, we're going to do apples, we're going to do apple pie, we're going to do greens, we're going to do...
Sure you don't need a list?
No, I don't need a list. Now, here's a bit of a controversy. A lot of people like to make their pie dough or crust from scratch. A lot of times we don't have the time to do that. So what we use instead is pre-made dough. It's good to use for a quick pie. It's nothing wrong with it. Years have gone by. These crusts have become very, very good. The dough that they use, I mean, and it's really good. So use this if you want to. If you want to be authentic and make homemade crust, find a recipe online and use it. You need a rolling pin. Do you have a rolling pin?
No.
I don't think you did. You use this. Everybody knows the key ingredients for macaroni cheese is cheese and macaroni. That does not mean it's Kraft in the box where you have the powdered cheese and you turn it orange and your kids love it. They love it because you feed it to them. You know, there are about 10,000 ways to make this. This is the way I make it. I've been making this way for 35 years. People love it. And it calls for a combination of about 3 or 4 cheeses. What I try to use in my macaroni and cheese is something that will be cheesy but also give it a little kick to it. The kick in terms of, I use a Mexican blend. Oh, come on back. A Mexican blend cheeses, it has like four cheeses in it already, so that's kind of 4 of my cheeses right there. Make it melt, make it smooth. So I use in mine Velveeta cheese here. I use this in there as well, and I cut it up into cubes, and when I mix it up and I bake it, it melts very smoothly into my macaroni and cheese. And the other cheese I use in my macaroni and cheese is a queso. A queso cheese is a Mexican cheese that has jalapeno peppers. It gives it a little kick. And I put milk and butter, and I use macaroni. So, let's go. Alrighty, we're ready to go and cook.
Is this how you all park in DC?
We really parked the right way. I saw. Well, we did the shopping, and now we're heading back home. You think you learned anything from the shopping?
Yeah, I do. The cheeses I'm excited to see how the macaroni cheese. Said it's about how you make the macaroni.
Yes, the macaroni cheese for me, just for me, is not a question of throwing a bunch of ingredients in a bowl and putting them in an oven. It's the way in which I make my macaroni cheese. I think that it makes the difference. What about buying vegetables?
The potatoes. Only buy potatoes from North Carolina.
Yes, that's my tip. You can tell the difference between the new potatoes and the old
potatoes.
Yes.
And even if your greens have a little bug in it, that's okay. You just cut around that. Even if your apple has a worm in it, that's okay.
Yes, it's still a good apple. Just cut around the worm. And if you very adventurous, maybe you can eat the worm.
Yeah, I don't think it's okay to just eat an apple with the worm in it.
No, don't eat it with the worm in it. But if it has a worm,
if it lived there, I don't think I could eat it.
Yeah, but don't discard. No, because I think if the worm thinks the apple's good, then maybe it's really good.
It's a no. It's a no for me. We're not eating an apple if the worm lived inside of it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, then pack it up and send it to me.
We'll see you guys at home. Hey, you miss me? You did? We're about to start cooking now, okay? We're about to start cooking, okay? Okay.
Last time on Ghetto
Yeah, we're going to get started with the collard greens. Now, first we're going to do what's called seasoning the pot. And what I like to do is put a little bit of water in the pot and then put the seasonings in the bottom of the pot. And then start that up before I introduce the collard greens.
So you don't necessarily have to season the green itself.
I
You season the pot before it goes.
Yes, that's why it's called pot liquor. Because the roots have a lot of food in them. And watch your fingers so you won't cut yourself. Yeah, back up, yes. Back up just a little bit
Is
more.
it a magic?
Fill the pot with water until they're almost covered in greens. Not all the way, because the greens will what's called cook down. Put a top on them. See you in 2 hours. They might be ready. Oh wow! Look at those. Absolutely beautiful. And then let the knife do the work. Yes.
This is so much easier than peeling a regular potato.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, I think they're about done.
This is what you're over here doing. We're trying to film a show so Mommy can cook better, and you're spreading yogurt on the table?